Truth. I mean, how do you see? You are seeing so many people around with COVID, and what do you think is the most, critical thing or their main pain points that they are experiencing?
Uh, there are multiple main pain points. I come from an HR background, from human resources background. So almost every day I get emails where my interviews are cancelled because the candidate himself has got COVID, or someone in the family has gotten COVID, or there is a lockdown. So they are too busy. They need to stock up essential services back at home, the related issues, or there is a death in the family for which they are depressed and they are unable to appear for the interview for 2 weeks. And there is by and large an economical hit that we are facing because of COVID, apart from the main thing, which is the health issue and loss of life. We are facing a lot many other problems. There are psychological problems related to this situation that we have been put in, because even for those who are used to solitude, who like staying at home, to be pushed to this extreme, to not be able to go out or to go out only doubly masked, can be a little suffocating. And for extroverted people who like to socialize a lot, for them I believe COVID has been a difficult time, really, because of course it did give us, initially last year we got some space to go back to our hobbies. People tried to motivate each other in India by banging thalis and lighting diyas. We had that last year, but this year the situation has been that bad that even that is not possible for people to do, sometimes out of the sheer dignity that it has hit so close to home that people around us are suffering. There is a sense of, I will not say shame, but there is a sense of oneness with these people, that we cannot, sit and celebrate when my neighbor is facing such an issue on all levels. It is like life has brought out all its tests at one go. Some of us have been lucky to have a good shelter. We have had our jobs, but there are others who have been affected on many, many levels. So, of course, for me, it is very critical that this crisis should end soon. We should take the lessons that came from it, but this should end soon. And if vaccine is the way to it, then I would suggest everyone to go for it.
Absolutely, absolutely, totally agree with you. And the way the virus has spread in India, it is everywhere in the villages now, and there are places where there is no testing center, nothing is there. So the numbers are definitely not accurate, especially because the villages and all that, they don't have any testing facility. So it is not a question of whether you will get COVID or not. It is rather a question of when you will be exposed to the virus. Everyone will be exposed or is already exposed right now. The virus is such, there is no two way about it. So please, the only way is to get vaccinated as soon as possible and get your neighbors, your friends, families, everyone vaccinated. Of course, you have to exercise caution if somebody is having already immunosuppressant, other comorbidities, blood clot tendencies, that don't go for that. But in general, vaccination is the only way. And we hope that all of us come out stronger through this crisis. This is once in a century kind of situation. So definitely hard times and people are suffering. We try to do at little that we can. Yes, Neha?
But I believe we shall overcome, and yeah. So I would request people to have hope and faith, but not be too fanatic, because I understand the religious sentiments to go to Kumbh Mela, but at this time, maybe we can, if we have faith in God, then we can sit at home and pray it without actually creating literally, creating literally the kind of chaos and frenzy that has happened. A lot of people got infected because it was crowded. And also the same for other religious festivities around. We would request people to please have caution.
Absolutely, absolutely, totally agree with you. Some people I have heard this, even some patients say that कुंभ मेला में जाएंगे तो कोविड नहीं होगा, राम मंदिर बन जाएगा तो कोविड चला जाएगा, इवन ईद का प्रेयर हो जाएगा तो कोविड चला जाएगा. Sorry to say, I mean, religious belief and all that I totally respect, but religious is personal. It is not something that you can practice to remove a pandemic from the entire world. That's not going to happen. Religious practices helps us in our personal life. That's about it. Definitely those things are not going to work. Vaccine is the only way forward. Safe distancing vaccine, and vaccine as soon as possible for as many people as possible. That's the only solution. There is really no other solution that we know of.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.